Rockford, Michigan to be exact. And I moved to Nashville when I was 17, and I've been getting to do the dream and make music and do what I've always wanted to do, so I'm thankful to be here. I'm MaRynn Taylor, and I am a music maker.
Show up like it ain't over. Come back and call it closure. The girl I was, you broke her, but that's the old me.
So in Michigan, there is a city called Traverse City, and I went there every single summer. And when I would go there, they did something called Cherry Idol for a cherry festival. And I entered when I was 12, and they told me no. And then about 3 years later, I was 15, and I was so bummed that they told me no that I was like, I don't want to go back. But then I was like, no, I want to go back. And I auditioned, and there were 2 rounds, so I got past the first round, and then the second round was the last round, and I ended up winning. Well, I ended up winning like a Mountain Dew t-shirt, but it was more than that to me. It was, if I work hard at this, I can maybe be something, I can do something. So that's the moment when I was like, okay, I think I could do this.
And now you don't get to know me. You don't get to know me.
I mean, if I'm really being honest, growing up I had some hard times that I don't always talk about, but I hide it in songs a little bit. But they were artists that really saved me in elementary school, middle school. Like when I was growing up, it was more than the music for me. It was a feeling like they were saying something that I couldn't really say myself, and I was like, oh, I feel that, I get that when it's coming from them. So I would hope that, I don't know, if there's a little girl sitting in her bedroom feeling hopeless or like she's not worth anything, that I get to be what they were to me. I write in the space that I'm at right now. Whether that's like a growing stage or it's sad or I feel really happy. Even when I'm writing on a specific day, if I have a write that day, I'm writing about the feeling I'm feeling that day almost. It's hard for me to get out of that box a little bit. Like if I'm sad, I'm writing a sad song. So yeah, it's really where I'm at in my life, and I feel like the Get to Know Me record is where I'm at right now. It's like, I don't have a boyfriend, I'm single as a Pringle, but I'm reminiscing on guys from the summertime, or there's people in my life that I needed to separate from, and it's just all the things in my life right now.
Send this small town spinning like a Ferris wheel, go around with it. People talking about what it is, what it isn't. Ain't it funny how a Main Street kids could send this small town spinning like a couple in love in the kitchen. Well, why don't we be the names flying around, get the grapevine right for a minute. Send this small town spinning. Spinning like a Ferris wheel, go around with it. People talking about what it is, what it isn't. Ain't it funny how a Main Street kids could send this small town spinning like a couple in love in the kitchen. Well, why don't we be the names flying around, get the grapevine right for a minute. Send this small town spinning.
I only dreamed of having a vinyl record. I grew up in the age of like CDs, so when I would collect CDs, I would look on the back and I'd be like, okay, who played on it? Who are the songwriters? Some of them had the lyrics in it, and I just loved being able to learn about it and to be able to just hold it in my hands. is totally different than just going on my phone and just like clicking a random song. It's, you are owning a piece of music and really just diving into it, and also saying like, I support this artist. Because it's like when you buy a vinyl, you gotta love the artist, you gotta love the music and want to like take the time to actually play it, you know? So I think if anyone's gonna buy a vinyl, I know that they're like OG, you know what I mean? Just to be able, like I saw it in there, it's just so surreal to see my work not on a phone, you know? Like you design the cover, you design the back of it, and I'm creative that way. Like even when I write, I see things differently. So just to be able to see it and hold it in my hand, and like I already know I really want to put one on my wall, just to be able to look at it. Or I always think it's impressive too when people have like vinyl collections, you know? So like if mine gets put in a vinyl collection, amazing, mission accomplished.
If I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall so far and forever that I'll never fall out. If I'm gonna love, I'm gonna love like crazy, so true, the way I'm doing right now. Looking into your eyes, saying as good as it gets. I won't settle for anything less. Yeah, right from the start, you gotta know if I'm gonna give you my heart, that's how it's gonna go.
This spring I'm going on an arena tour with Kelsea, and she's headlining, and I'm opening for her, and I'm just so excited to just learn and watch her point of view from it all. So I would think hopefully someday, knock on wood, pray, that I'd get to headline, that I would get to do a big tour and get to, I mean, all those, like the little girls that I mentioned earlier in the interview that are sitting in their bedroom just loving music, I would hope that I would get to reach them like she's reaching so many people. I can only dream of being in the position that she is in right now. So yeah, and the first place we're gonna play is Van Andel Arena, where I saw in Grand Rapids, where I saw all of my concerts. So to be able to headline like that big of a room would be pretty dang cool. I feel like I put my heart and soul into this record, and there's songs on it that are brutally honest that I never thought I'd be able to write, like the song Get to Know Me. That was a really struggling time in my life, and just for them to know I was really vulnerable writing it, and just in my head knowing that they have it and they're listening to it is really almost like a relief off of my shoulders a little bit, of like somebody else knows what I've been through, like holy crap. But also what I've seen with like DSPs and stuff, that people have related to it. So it's not only my song anymore, it's theirs.
Show up like it ain't over. Come back and call it closure. The girl I was, you broke her, but that's the